Hi everybody, this is Josh Ford. I'm running for the United States Congress in Massachusetts. I want to talk to you today a little bit about my campaign, Jill Steins' campaign, and the lack of interest in Hillary Clinton's campaign that's been going on. Let's talk about Jill first. I've been fighting for her online, and it's a little bit like going back in time, fighting the same battles that I was fighting a year ago for Bernie Sanders, but it's a winnable fight because I know we've done it before. Uh, People telling me that Jill, she's not electable, she can't win, and I just started laughing because, quite frankly, that's what we were told about Bernie Sanders. And guess what? You, me, and the rest of the progressives and Bernicrats, we made Bernie Sanders one of the most popular politicians, a hero of the country. That's what Bernie Sanders is. And frankly, we can do the exact same thing for Jill Stein. And her platform is incredibly similar. I'll tell you a little about it. She believes in single-payer health care, just like Bernie, as do I. $15 an hour minimum wage, it's got to be done. Personally, I know that just the cost of food these days is enormous. Trying to feed your families. I remember officers that I used to work with in the jail, they used to tell me, it's so hard just trying to feed families these days. And fast forward a few years later, it's absolutely true. Just trying to support a family, it's almost impossible without losing your car, losing your home, and the whole nine yards. I mean, I don't have to tell you. I'm sure you're all experiencing the same problems that I am, and other officers that I've worked with, as well as other family members that I know. It's really unfortunate the way things are. $15 an hour is a must in Massachusetts as well as the rest of the country. Jill is also a firm believer in 100% renewable energy, and I couldn't agree more with that. That is absolutely something that has to be done. Technology has been held back by the oligarchy for way too long, and we need to change that. It is about time that we had solar panels on everybody's roof, windmills everywhere. I moved from Melrose, Mass, down to Kingston, Mass, where, in Boston, if you drive through Boston, you see one windmill. But as you keep going down, you get towards Kingston, towards the Cape, who knew? There's windmills everywhere. It is a possibility to put these things up to get some renewable energy. And I give Kingston a lot of credit for having so many windmills and a fabulous recycling program as well. Keep going, Kingston. You do have it going on the way you're doing it. But as I get back to what Jill Stein is, her policies and platform, she wants to end solitary involvement in the Middle East, which means no longer will the United States be fighting every battle and every war around the world. It's just ludicrous. Jill wants to cut military spending by 50%, and I think we're more than capable of doing that. I think a lot of money is wasted on planes that don't fly, ships that don't sail, and just some fraudulent things that I've seen on the internet. So we're gonna reel that in. That needs to be done. She wants campaign finance reform. Absolutely has to be done. The oligarchy, the corporations, big banks, they think they own everything and own everybody, and maybe they do, but we're going to take it back. I mean, just the DNC convention was held at the Fargo Center. That's a bank. It's just unfathomable that, they're just going to throw it out there and, that's right, we own this. She wants to legalize marijuana. Me, do what you got to do. Doesn't bother me. Massachusetts pretty much legalized it already. If it makes you happy, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else while you're doing it, go nuts. Education as a right. I love education. Education's the silver bullet, and it needs to be done. We gotta make college free. Jill wants to make college free. Bernie wanted to make college free education. This argument used to be had a while ago over high school, before it became free and became K through 12 and just a regular part of the education system. And we found out that by, giving people free education in high school, we helped everybody. We helped the people we were educating. We helped the economy. People were smarter. They were able to do more. And we're going to get the same benefits by making college, affordable or free, which is what the ultimate goal will be. Jill also wants to end student debt and you can't beat that. I've heard some silly arguments online today as to why Jill is, why we shouldn't even wait around and work with her or whatever. Someone actually suggested that we should wait till 2020 and we'll try and get Bernie to run again. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life, and working a lot on the internet these days, I've heard a lot of crazy things. We simply cannot wait for 2020. The climate's not going to wait. Climate change is a disaster. Our country's in a lot of trouble over that, and we simply cannot wait. We can't wait 4 days, never mind 4 years of Hillary and World War III and just possible civil war here in the United States. I listen to people talking, and they throw that term out, civil war, and it is scary that things are so bad that it's actually talked about online. Hope the heck it never happens, but fight for the people, fight for the 99% if that's what it comes to. I want to thank and say hello to all my new friends. The thing I couldn't believe about supporting Jill Stein now is everybody's super friendly, and I'm making friends even faster than I did with Bernie. The fact that, the lesser of two evils plan, Hillary and Trump, all it's doing is driving this revolution into the hands of the people quicker and faster than anyone could have imagined. So keep it up. Keep making friends. I'm welcoming all friends on my political page where I'm running for the United States Senate, or just my personal page. You want to get to know me on a deeper level and see what I'm into. It's a lot of politics, but I'm also a family man. My kids, they're very important to me. Let's see. And then on a serious note, I really want to know what our government intends to do these days about the corruption of our election. We've just had a presidential nomination election with the DNC that was the most disturbing thing to watch for so many Americans because it was absolutely rigged. 100% rigged. There's paperwork everywhere. WikiLeaks has proved it. There is nothing but corruption going on in this election. Bernie Sanders should be the nominee. And the fact that, heads aren't rolling in Washington. I mean, I know they are to some degree. I know people are resigning over this already, and some people are being fired and replaced. But, until I see Debbie Wasserman Schultz, in chains as well as Hillary Clinton, this is squeakers. If you have cats, you know that there's no dealing with them. They're my girls. I love them, but they're my girls' cats. I'm a dog person. I'm kidding, they've won me over too. But it's just craziness, and I expect something out of our government. And if our government and our president doesn't want to do anything, which should be done, to see justice is done, justice prevails in this country, then guess what? Elect me to the United States Congress of Massachusetts, and I'm going to see that we have a little justice done. If I can get rid of my cat. What else I want to talk to you tonight? Oh, I'm sorry. One of the funniest things I just saw on the internet, it is the Clinton and Kaine campaign have had to cancel their rallies in Cleveland and Ohio because of a lack of interest. Imagine that. I mean, Hillary couldn't pack a gymnasium during the primaries, and now she has so little interest, so few people are showing up, she couldn't fill a shoebox. So, wake up, DNC. If you have any hope of saving yourselves, you need to get rid of Hillary Clinton. You need to replace her as quickly and as fast as you can find anybody. Grab someone out of the hall. Hillary is a sinking ship. And one of the funnier parts of being online today, somebody on one of the group pages for Bernie put up a dumb exit sign and said, "So tell me who's left." 572 people on this one comment all said they dumped you. That's right. 572 people on one page have left you. There are God knows how many Bernie pages. There are God knows how many people that aren't even on the internet that are dumping you left and right. And I've heard of your panic that's going on, which is pretty hysterical. You guys are sending out these mass emails going, give us money, give us money, give us money. Clearly you're not getting any money. No one's giving you our hard-earned cash anymore. You don't care about the people, and the people don't care about you. Now, it's nice to leave you guys with some fun information, some good news to brighten up your night. I know it's put a big smile on my face, being able to tell you that. So let's get out there tomorrow. Make sure we start telling people about Jill Stein. Get her on the last couple remaining ballots of the 50 states, and just spread the word around. Jill Stein, and we can do this. We've done it before with Bernie. We're going to do it again with Jill, and we are going to make Hillary regret the day that she decided to try and steal this election from us. So this is Josh Ford, once again running for the U.S. Senate in Massachusetts, and I wish you all a very good night.